Welcome to today's online lecture. In this lecture, we'll be discussing about our next thinker, Alfred Schultz. Before proceeding further, first we should know the perspective of Alfred Schultz. So first we'll be discussing about phenomenology. Okay, so it's a perspective. It states that what do you mean by phenomenology? Phenomenology is referred to be as the study of phenomena. It has been derived from two words, phenom and logy. Phenom means a phenomena, social phenomena, and logy means the study of that social phenomena. Okay, now phenomenology states that you have to study study the outside world as they appear. It means the study of things as they appear. It means that you have to focus upon the subjective things rather than focusing upon the, from the researcher's perspective. So you can state that it is some kind of a radical critique of positivism. Why positivism? As positivism states that in order, like Augustine, in order to study your society or in order to understand your social world, you have to apply the same natural scientific method in order to understand society. But phenomenology states that you are in a social world, and social world can be studied only from the subjective understanding. Okay, should be like from the subject point of view, from the how they will experience the social world, what meanings will they attach with that action, that should be studied. Okay, so you are studying the lived experiences of human beings. That is the basic ultimate source of meaning which derived in a society, that how they have the lived experience of human beings. That is, you are understanding their subjective criteria, means subjective understanding of experience, termed to be as phenomenology. Okay, so when you talk about the father of phenomenology, it is known, Edmund Husserl is known to be the father of phenomenology. Now we'll be focusing upon basic things like how Alfred Schultz has taken few concepts from Edmund Husserl. Okay, and he's not introduced those concepts, but he has taken it from the Edmund Husserl. Okay, and all the concepts which we'll be discussing in this lecture will be, they both all the concepts are interrelated with each other. So he has defined one concept and the other concept is related to that concept only. Okay, so don't get confused. It is basically, it's a a subtype of that major concept only. So all the concepts till the end will be interrelated with each other. Okay, so Alfred Schultz was born in Vienna on April 13th, okay, 1899. When you talk about the phenomenology, the modern phenomenological study, it was done by Alfred Schultz, okay, but this has been taken by the Edmund Husserl. Okay, interested in social experiences of people. That is why he mainly, he studied the work of Max Weber and the Edmund Husserl. When you talk about Edmund Husserl is basically, he has defined, has taken few concepts. But from Max Weber, yes, he has taken, but he has also criticized Max Weber on the concept of versatility. So that we'll be discussing later. But yes, he studied the works of these four sociologists. Okay. Then for sociology, he took the idea that is your basically how you will study society. It is mainly because of on the evidence based method, that is your empirical study, that is which when you directly observe the phenomena, and how you will observe from the subjective point of view. Okay, so subjective and account reality, subjective account reality, all these are key terms for phenomenology. Okay, or subjectivity as well as account reality is important in phenomenology. Both these two terms are very, very important as the concept of phenomenology. Okay, then he mainly focus upon that how in different stages there are different consciousness, and you are able to experience those consciousness, and how do you remember those things. So when we are interacting with other human beings, we have few common words, okay, through which we interact. Okay, and how you remember that thing. So in this way he has defined the concept of subjectivity. But yes, in all these things, the stages of consciousness, as well as the concept he has mentioned in the book Phenomenology, again very important book of the social world, 1932. Okay, so you have basically dealt with all the topics related to phenomenology, how phenomenology is used in social sciences, what are the different concepts, how can you understand the subjective experience. All these are being described in this book, Phenomenology of the Social World, 1932. Then also he created the qualitative methodology, in which he significantly developed a theory of life world. Very, very important. But again, remember, life world. Okay, this was again a word that has been taken by Edmund Husserl. Okay, so again, this word has been introduced by Edmund, but yes, this concept has been taken by the Alfred Schultz. Okay, from Edmund. Yeah, so life word is basically, it's a world, okay, in which there is some kind of a person to person social interaction and how human beings interact in a basic world. That is life world, and it is world which is common to all. Okay, so life world is described as a world which is not private to one person, but it is common to all, or it is shared by all people. Okay, so that terms to be as life world by the Alfred Schultz. Okay, so here the focus is basically on examining the social world from their human beings' perspective, and how they experience their world, and how their world or different actions are being connected with each other. Okay, so for example, if I'm saying something like a word, for example,